Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol EDXC. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Before I get started, I'd like to note to please read my disclaimer. So a lot of things going on here with the chart. First place I want to start though is just to talk about the pattern that we have. So before I comment on the type of pattern, I'm just going to get it drawn up real quick. So we have this portion of it, which is called the flagpole. Then we have the resistance portion of it up there, and then our support portion is right down there. So just to make this a little easier to see, we'll make this area red for resistance, since that is the key area you want to see a breakthrough. And then down here, since this is the support portion, we'll make that green. So this is what we'll call a bull pennant pattern. Now, why is it a bull pennant pattern as opposed to a bear pennant pattern? That's a great question. Well, let's look at the overall context. So the overall context can be determined by looking at these two simple moving averages right here, the pink one being the 200-day simple moving average, the purple one here being the 50-day simple moving average. And as you can see, both are sloping upwards. The 50-day was going down a little bit, but since this massive move here has taken place, it has caused it to curl back upwards and slope upwards, putting both the medium term and then the long term trend has been bullish for a long time. As you can see, that has a very clear upward slope to it. So looking at our moving averages gives us the overall context. Because they're both sloping upwards, the overall context is bullish, and because this pattern is taking place within a bullish context, therefore it is a bull pennant pattern. And if you want to learn more about those, simply go and Google it or whatever. But a bull pennant pattern, very favorable to see. So let's talk about things before we scrunch up the chart more, because I want to show about the upwards potential here. But on the support front, as I've already touched on, this is the ideal level of support, meaning ideally you'd like to see this level hold going forward, because that would ensure the integrity of this pattern. However, if it doesn't, you still do have these other levels of support. First one being the 50-day simple moving average, which is valued at 0.074, and then the second one being the 200-day simple moving average, valued at 0.067. But with the way things have been going, it seems like that this pattern will be doing just fine. And actually, another level of support right here at 0.097 has been doing a fantastic job of supporting the price. You can see ever since that price broke above it here, it's been tested 3 times and every time has held like a champ. So right around that 0.097, or if you just want to call it 10 cents, that would work too. But that level's also been doing a great job at providing support. And then finally, in regard to this pattern, let's take a look at some volume analysis. As any textbook will tell you, when you see patterns and during the consolidation portions of them where the price is either going sideways or slight pullbacks, you want to see volume decrease compared to when the price was breaking upwards. So here, when the price was breaking upwards, let's look down here, you can see volume was quite hefty. Now that it's entered into this pattern consolidation phase, look at what the volume's been doing. It's been sloping down. So that's exactly what you want to see from a volume analysis standpoint. You don't have to take my word for it. Just simply do a little Google searching and you'll see that any chartist, any technical analysis, book or whatever will tell you that low volume consolidations is the name of the game and what you want to see. So what kind of track record does EDXC have? Well, it is a marijuana play. So you know that these ones are quite popular, and I have done videos on this one before, and I don't remember when the last portion was, but I know it was back in this area someplace, and you can see that this chart, once it gets in an uptrend, it really likes to stay in an uptrend, and you can see during this portion, this purple line here was increasing, showing the bullish trend. Then here it started to curl downwards, but now that it's curled back upwards like we talked about at the beginning of the video, the question really becomes, is this the start of what will be another one of these upwards moves? So that's something that you really need to consider. Now in terms of resistance levels, lots of potential here. The big bad guy in the neighborhood right now is up there at 14 cents. You can see that on the 11th and 12th, the price tried to get through it but couldn't quite do it. But the good news is, if 14 cents can be broken, let's zoom up just a little bit more now that you've seen those trends. But if 14 cents can be broken, then the next level of resistance is not until up there at 16, or a little bit above 16 cents, right there at 16 cents. And then after that, next level is not until way up there at 20 cents. And after 20 cents, let me scrunch up again, you can see that the price enters into blue sky breakout territory. So lots of upside potential here, lots of room where the bulls can get moving here. But as history has shown, it can move and can move quickly. And given the case that we have this newly bull pennant pattern taking shape, it's going to be a very interesting chart to watch and see how things unfold here in the coming days and weeks. So if there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, again, this was EDXC.